Steve, last Saturday, one of those shows that we weren't expecting too much. It was just to keep everyone busy and keep people ticking over, and a couple of debuts on there, but nothing major on it. But it ended up being a cracking show.
Yeah, it was, and it run dead smooth, and all the fights went straight after each other, and we got 3.5 hours good boxing. Like you said, it was a question of keeping the lads busy, keeping them winning. Unfortunately, we've had one loss, which we'll talk about, but no, genuinely, I was very happy with it.
Yeah, well, let's start with one of the kids making his debut, Joe Cavana.
Yeah, I was pleased. Obviously, he's had a long time out of the ring, and I don't think he's fought for 2 years. I've not seen him fight at all, because as you know, I don't really follow the amateurs, but I was quite impressed. I mean, Joe Beaton's an experienced journeyman, and he handled him quite easily, and he's got a long range, and he seems to like pack a punch for a skinny looking kid. So yeah, we might be able to do something with Joe. I was quite impressed with his first time.
Yeah, I think everyone was. It was surprising, like I say, nice, hands down style, very slick. I'll go from the bottom up then. Sean Kearns.
Yeah, Sean, he was in a funny situation. He wasn't expected on the show, but we had a few pull-outs, and he was desperate to go out and get a win, because he was coming off 2 losses, and considering he's put himself under a bit of pressure to go out and get the win, he boxed very relaxed and looked good, and hopefully that'll give him the confidence to get back to where he was looking, and he was looking at prospects, yeah.
Lee Whelan having his second fight under us. Again, looking really good, him.
Do you know what? I was surprised how composed he was, and didn't rush anything, picked his shots quite well, and never really tried to overstep it and put it on him, which could have caused mistakes. He looked really composed for a 2-fight novice and an 18-year-old. So
18, yeah.
I think again, if we nurture him along the right way, we could do something with him, yeah.
I was impressed with him, because it was early on when he fought, and you could hear Arnie shouting in the background, instructions to him, and he was reacting to him straight away.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
Good.
Another kid making his debut for us, but his 5th fight overall, was Courtney Chadwick.
Yeah, very impressed with him. I mean, the kid who he fought is a tough journeyman and comes to win. He's not one who just comes to survive. And I think in the first round, he realised he was out of his depth as Courtney gave him the right shelling, and I was surprised that he didn't stop it in the first. But fair play to the kid, when he knew he was out of his depth, he went into survival mood. It made it hard for Courtney and got through. But there was good signs of potential and promise by Courtney. So again, another kid that I'm sure brought along the right way. Definitely fight for titles and hopefully win them.
Yeah, I was impressed with his, through his combinations. He's a hard kid to land shots on, and he was landing on him regular all the way through the fight.
Yeah, lovely uppercuts.
Yeah. Another kid who had a good performance, Brian Phillips.
Yeah, I was pleased for Brian. He's a nice kid, and he's dedicated his life to boxing. I mean, he had a good start, didn't he? And then he got chucked in a fight and got beat. Bit of time out, he's come back with new trainers, and VIP are looking after him now. And he'll be patient with him. Something could come for him. So he looks like he's got all the moves, and it might take a bit longer to develop than he probably wants. But as long as they're patient and trust us to bring him up at the right pace. He's another kid who'll get chances.
Yeah, I tell you what, I really enjoyed it, and I think the crowd really enjoyed it, was Sean Hughes against the Baltic Bomber.
Yeah, again, after the last fight, I said he could have been some entertaining fights when he fought Doobie, and this was probably fight of the night, wasn't it? They both stood there giving it each other. I mean, again, he pasted him in the first round, but the kid come back and he put it on Sean, I think, in the second and third, and then in the fourth, I think Sean pulled away. But it was a great fight. When people watched that one, it could have been just coming out of the pub, wasn't it? Because technically there wasn't much there, but it's what the punters want to see. Yeah,
it really was. As soon as it was made, I put a smile on my face, and it delivered.
I mean, I told Sean that he's going to have to be a little bit more defence minded and keep his hands up and use a jab I don't think he was bothered really. I'm
No, he
not
wasn't.
sure if he was listening or not, but I mean, I hear Tony in his corner and all you hear is hands up, hands up, hands up, but as I say, he's been in some entertaining fights. I mean, I said to him, do you spar like that? And he's not been getting much sparring, so that's something I need to address, to try and get him some quality sparring, and he'll learn to keep his hands up.
Then we had Nathan Quarles out for fight number 5. I can't pronounce it. Big, tall Lithuanian, Dimitris.
Yeah, it was a good test for him really, and you know, surprised how easy he made it really, which shows you how he's developing. I like the way he was going from body to head, and he's filling out now. Nathan didn't have a load of amateur experience, so he's slowly got to be brought along, but he's doing everything right, and I know he's a diligent trainer, and as long as we don't rush him, things could happen for Nathan. I'm looking forward to see how he develops, but at the moment he's going the right way.
Yeah, I said in my post-fight interview with him, making good steady progress in this pro game, and each fight is just looking a little bit better with each one. And 23, I think he is.
Yeah.
So it's a cruiserweight.
To do,
Yeah, no rushing there. Another good fight, Nathan Bennett.
Yeah, that was a shame that. We had a good match in him with Troy James, and he was prepared to fight Troy James, even though Tommy Carl had broke his nose a couple of weeks ago, which when I was chatting to him, I said to him, like, we'll just go down with 4s and get a comfortable one, which, he weren't particularly happy for. He wanted a test, but, again, he's only a young kid. The test can come late in his career, and he handled it quite well. He won the fight comfortably. I think he'd like to have got a stoppage, but these kids come not to get stopped, don't they? And it's not always as easy as you think, but fair play. He had a broken nose, he didn't pull out, he wanted to fight, and let that get repaired, and he'll be back in September, and I'll put him in a fight, but the right fight. There's no rush. What they want is sometimes a bit too early, and when they get there, even though they're capable of winning, if they win, they might not be capable of staying there. So what I like to do with lads is make sure that when they get there and they win, they're capable of whatever level they're at of defending the titles they've got, and he's worth taking time with because he can fight.
Yeah. Then a real upset on the night. Knew it was going to be a good fight, but Jay Farrell against Kent Kruppinen.
Yeah. I mean, it was a shock to us, but he's capable of doing that, Kent, isn't he? And I actually didn't see the knockdown, but it happened that early. I got back just in to see Jay getting up, and he copped for a few, traded a few himself, but obviously the referee seen that he was and stopped it before he probably got properly, and afterwards speaking to him, he was okay, and he took it really well,
I was surprised at that, he did.
It happens, and he must have knew his weight where he's throwing big bombs, and the other kids are 14.5 stone, capable of hitting you. It can happen. Obviously, he's got a lot to learn from that. Maybe come out a little bit sharper behind a jab and think more defensively than offensively until he works his way into a fight. But that's why we picked Camp, because we knew he was durable, and I wanted to get a good 6 hard rounds out with Jay. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be, but we're both back to the drawing boards, and hopefully we'll get to the stage where we thought we was, where we would be looking at like the Central Area title. 2-3 more fights, and hopefully we can do that for him. And he has said to me like he'd like the rematch, so a couple of fights there, maybe that's a rematch for him.
Well, he's just won 3 of his last 4 now.
Good
a real danger man. And then top of the bill, didn't fail to deliver with Mason Cartwright against Ivelas Popouluskas.
Yeah, do you know what? I was chatting to someone about that lad there, and he's only like, is he 22 years old?
22, yeah.
And you think to yourself, if he was coming up in Britain and he got like the benefits that a lot of the lads who do with me, where they brought along nice and he could have been a top fighter, you know what I mean? Real top fighter, because he's just jumping in, week out against really high level kids and doing very, very well. And he's probably been doing that since he's 20-year-olds, and you know, he gave Mason a test and Mason put him over in the first round, and you'd have probably expected him to stop him, but you know, he come back and give it as good as he got in some of the rounds, although Mason's quality and strength was a little bit too much for him. But what a cracking fight, and what a good fight for Mason to get under his belt after his last one now. And you know, we go into Ellesmere Port with him topping on October 19th, just looking at making a good fight for him on that one, and pushing him on, and then after that, any opportunities come in at welterweight, he'll take it.
Yeah, like I say, a show that we weren't expecting too much from, but
yeah,
well,
as we said, like, we've had some fantastic shows, haven't we? And we were looking at this one last week, and we say, well, you know, we've had 2 English titles on one, an English title on another, and some great fights. And you looked at this and you thought, it's not as good. But you know, actually, from a punter's point of view, he was there, and as I say, we speeded him through. Everybody would have got value for money for that, and that ultimately is what we're doing. At the same time, looking after our kids and bringing them on at the right pace. So I think for everybody, it was a good night's boxing. Yeah.
I'm going to catch up with you probably early next week, and we're going to discuss the Doncaster Races show.
Yeah.
The Rees Mould fight for the English.
I think we're back up to grade A on that one, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So catch you soon.
All right, Steve. Thanks.
Cheers.
Mate.
Thank you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.